Louisiana Beer Reviews, Yee-Haw India Pale Ale, Yeehaw IPA, drink Yee-Haw beer, fine southern beer, independent craft beer producers, 6.7% alcohol, 75 international bitterness units. It has 3 stars from Memphis, Nashville, and Knoxville, the west, the central, and the eastern parts of Tennessee. Brewed and canned by Yee-Haw Brewing Company, Yee-Haw Brewing Limited License, Limited Liability Corporation, Johnson City, Tennessee. This IPA is the best of both coasts, with its West Coast style hop flavors and unfiltered New England style look. It packs a bit of punch while still being beautifully balanced. Medium bodied and strong colored, our IPA is true to style, with a strong fragrance of citrus and pine. For those who just can't get enough hops, just say Yee-Haw. Alright? Best enjoyed by... What? February 16, 2021. I blame you, Marathon gas station just north of Interstate 81 in the Johnson City area, because I went in there in good faith and I bought these 2 cans. It was 2 got a better price if you bought 2 cans, and they were both out of date. So you listen here, Yeehaw, you need to go check those people out. They sell an old beer at their gas station / convenience store. That's an orange looking beer. Actually, this is rather interesting. The head is even orange. Like, I don't usually see this in IPAs where the head takes on an orange hue. That's impressive. So it's like a orange, white, I guess a creamsicle white orange head, crazily, and a translucent orange. There's no other way to describe this color. Orange like a pumpkin. Bubbly appearance. 75 IBUs, 6.7% alcohol. Alright, we did a duo review and we were not pleased really very much. But then that one was a Best Buy of 2020. So we were even more enraged. You say, well, you should check dates. It's your responsibility to check dates. Maybe so, but you're on a road trip, you're tired. You know, your main focus is filling up a gasoline and using the restroom and all, and so you see these beers. Oh, look at this! I've never seen this before. You buy them. And in my case, I just forget to check dates. Then if I would have checked dates, I probably wouldn't have bought the beer, and I would have never had a chance to taste it, old or otherwise. Not to say they wouldn't show up in Louisiana in a month. It smells bready. It's a bright, bready nose. Bright white bread crust and hop resins. So as full as this nose is, it must have been really incredible as a fresh canned beer. Looks nice. Starting to drizzle. They're saying hazy like a New England style. I wouldn't call that hazy. I'll call it translucent. Like a party bulb. Hey. Doing a beer review. Boyd's. They don't care. They really just don't care. There's some pretty intense hop bitterness here. Sweet white bread crust. A little hop resin, which hard to describe that if you haven't tasted it before. It's sort of like a, people say pine oil or pine sol. Not that I've ever drunk pine oil or pine sol, but they're trying to make an approximation of it. The body's high, medium, and nearly heavy. It's a full mouth of beer. And a mostly dry finish. Cyclops scale. It's pretty sweet. I would go 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes, and that's probably not correct. It's probably higher than that, but I'm going to be safe. Bitterness units, at a minimum, even with the age, long in the tooth, at a minimum, it's 4 out of 5 hop cones. Now, just think, we did the Best Buy 2020 edition here in July 2021, and it had faded to a good amount. Canadian National Railway. But here I am doing one that is 5 months old, and it's so very intense. So I can see that there's a range there at over 5 months between those two samplings makes a big difference. So, man, if you had this super fresh, it would really be. Maybe this could stand to age a little bit. Not to say you would ever recommend aging an IPA, I know that, but on this one, maybe you could mellow it out, soften it up a little bit. Take the edge off, because this is pretty dank and bitter. This is much more like a West Coast than an East Coast, even though Tennessee is only one state away from the East Coast. A former Western territory of Virginia that was turned into its own state, wisely, in the 1790s. I could drink this every day. I would never get tired of it, ever, 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 ever. I was watching a bunch of video reviews and everybody was bragging on it, and I was thinking, yeah, that age hurt us because they're just universally bragging on it, how good it is. So I'm glad I got a, not fresh sample, but a fresher sample, and it is dynamite. And that was a totally random thing. I never looked at the dates till my friend David and I were doing a review, and I looked and I was like, so I didn't go pick the older one for our duo. I don't do those kind of things typically. No, I don't do those kind of things. If this is not an A, they just don't have excellent IPAs, or most excellent IPAs as I see it. So is this a good one to sit out and outside on a very humid afternoon in a light rain? Oh yes. Oh yes. So, Les Ale Bon Ton Relais, a most excellent ale from Tennessee. And I'm going to end this review. You say you didn't give a score. I know, I'm going to give a score. 95. A 9.5 out of 10. A 95, a most excellent beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Johnson City, Tennessee and tour the Yee-Haw Brewery.